Shaun Johnson, he's back. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Hold the Ball HTB. Yes. Oh, hang on. Something like that. There we go. Anyway, look, I hope you guys are well. You know I'm here, right? The Warriors have announced their second week trial squad for this weekend as we take on the Gold Coast Titans over at Redcliffe. It comes to no surprise who the main sort of addition is to the squad. Granted, there are a few people left out. Right, the Warriors take on the Gold Coast Titans. There's been no list for the Titans, but I'm just going to sort of assume. But basically, we'll go from 1 to, say, 18, and then we'll just go from there, yeah? So, the fullback is Shania Harris-Tavita. The wings are Dylan Watene-Selesnik as well as Montoya. The centers are Rocco Berry as well as Viliami Vailea. The halves are Nikorima as well as Johnson. The props are Edenfano Blake as well as Bunty Afua. The hooker is Wade Egan. The second rows are Aitken as well as Katoa. And the lock is Josh Curran. From 14 to 18, you have Tevanga, Kinakepu, Ben Murdoch Masila, Bene as well as Serenin. And then it goes from 19 down to 25. The squad here, obviously, again, more chemistry, more builds. People may disagree with Shania Harris-Tavita being fullback. Look, for me personally, I disagree too. You can slot Dylan Watene-Selesnik there and have him play the rounds that Walsh is not going to be playing for. But in saying that, I sort of understand why Brown is doing that. You can look at it from two ways. Either one, obviously he wants to try and prime him to get more attributes, more game time. Or two, that's just the way he sort of sees him fit for now. As to where Shania Harris-Tavita goes once Walsh is back, after round 2, I'm not too sure. But again, those are sort of like the main talking points you got to sort of discuss and address, I believe, anyway, as we look into the season ahead. We have Rocco Berry there, who I thought was superb. Good to see. Vailea as well plays. Obviously, Montoya has that position there, well deserved. Look, we go into the halves, and obviously we have the main talking point there. Mr. Johnson, Shaun Johnson. First time he's playing for the Warriors since 2018. It almost feels like he hasn't left, right, to a degree. Especially when you put into context that the Warriors have been in Australia the whole time. It just sort of somehow just feels really odd. But anyway, I digress. He makes his comeback for the Warriors in this trial here. Obviously, with Shaun Johnson, you're wanting to see what he can sort of produce. Again, for those of us who love the nostalgia, we've got to remember he's aged now. I do believe he's 31 years of age. Not that that should undercut his skills per se, but obviously there's probably a different way he'll be playing the game. Obviously more maturity, probably more of a kicking game, which will be beneficial for us. Again, with the Warriors, he's at Nikorima sort of dynamic there. And just speaking of which, obviously he's got the nod ahead of Ash Taylor. Will Ash Taylor play? I'm not too sure. But obviously he's still in the interchange there, so I'm sure we'll see a little bit of him and Johnson together. So again, with Johnson as well, we're going to be seeing how he sort of directs the game, leads the game. Is that maturity going to be expressive on the field? Is he going to bring some change, or is it going to be lackluster? Again, I don't want to speak too much into this, but yes, without saying too much, he is the main attraction for the Warriors this weekend. It is what it is. So again, do we expect a big game from Shaun Johnson? Look, yes and no. Obviously, it's the trials. You don't want to go all out. You don't want to reveal your aces, so to speak. But at the same time, you don't want to also reveal a pocket full of duds too, right? You sort of want to have something that's that you can sort of replicate or build towards heading into round 1. So again, it all sort of depends. Mentioning the props, obviously, Edenfano Blake, Bunty Afua. Edenfano Blake did not play too many minutes last week. Well, not as much as I thought he should have, but obviously again, trial. Afua gets another crack as well, being prop where he naturally does play. This will probably lead to more dynamic play from him. Obviously, I think he's a better suited prop than he is lock, but in saying that, it was good to see him play that position last week. Again, Aitken, Katoa, they return, and look, it's going to be interesting, that dynamic between Katoa as well as Shaun Johnson. Are they going to be utilizing that, or they're going to be hiding it away for round 1 where it really matters? I'm not too sure, but again, keep a keen eye out on that. Obviously, Josh Curran, as stated before, makes his return for the Warriors in this trial. As to how long he will be playing, unsure, time-wise that is. But it's good that he's back. We're going to see a bit of a change there. Curran at lock is going to be a very interesting sort of a thing, I think. Does he play well enough to solidify it throughout the season? Look, I'll be honest with you. Josh Curran is that type of player where he's quality and you want to keep him on the side. Obviously, you can shift him to second row in the future if you can read between the lines. But in saying that, if he solidifies his spot at lock, then what happens? But looking forward to seeing him play, obviously, is great. And I'm happy that nothing too serious happened with him regarding the injury over the All-Stars period break. Awesome as. All right, so again, that's sort of like my thoughts there. Also pick 10 players for you guys, myself as well, to look into. So who are the players to look out for? I mentioned Shaun Johnson at fullback. It's going to be interesting to see how he plays. Again, a player that people either like or don't, but we get to see him play fullback. We'll see what happens. You got Rocco Berry there, defensively, in tune, on song. 2 try assists as well. Set it up very well for Montoya. If he can sort of replicate what he did last week, it's a pass for me. Defensively as well, on song. As I mentioned before, going to be great. So eyes out for him. Obviously, Nikorima and Shaun Johnson, look out for that because that could potentially be the house pairing for the season. Again, you got to remember, I'm sure there's going to be a bit of a switch here and there in this game here between Shaun Johnson, Taylor, as well as Nikorima or Shaun Johnson. So again, just keep your eyes peeled out there. But yes, that combination first and foremost is going to be very interesting to see and to look at, particularly because again, this could be potentially the lead. What do they do? How does Nikorima and Johnson play? I'm looking forward to it. We'll have to wait and see. Again, I'm sure people have their views on it, but hey, it is what it is, eh? You just got to tune on and just watch. That's it. Tune on the television. Turn on. Tune in. See what happens. Eden from Blake, as I touched on before, is another one to watch. I have Gatoa and Curran, as previously mentioned, particularly Gatoa again. That runoff, between him and Shaun Johnson, going to work a treat, I think. And then you got Ash Taylor. Obviously, he got dropped this time round. How does he bounce back? The propaganda here is still strong, but how does he bounce back? That is the question. And to what capacity does he sort of play in this game? Jack Murchie is another one. As stated in articles, he has said that he wants to come back and make an impact. Is this his time to make an impact? Yes, it is. Does he have the tools? Yes, he does. He's got the skills, the tools, everything. But it's just up to him to sort of tune in and really want and hone that craft of his and try and make that his position. So we'll have to wait and see. And last but not least, I've got Ratuva in number 10. Junior Ratuva, obviously we know what he did last week. He's an exciting player, to be fair. If he plays well, obviously, not to say he'll take over anyone on the wing, particularly Montoya. I'm not saying he will. But I'm telling you, man, he's not too far off. He's a tall, strong, robust, young winger. And it's not too many times the Warriors can say they've had Fijian wingers. Or Fijian players, really. So it's good that he's in. And I'm looking forward to seeing him play for sure. Absolutely. As I said as well, in regards to what to expect, look, again, same as last week. Chemistry, just seeing where the players are at, who can sort of put their hands up and at what moment. But I think the big thing, the big plus or the big thing for us anyway is the defense. That's it. I think we're going to be expecting the boys to play more defensive footy on a, no matter where they are with their own line, defending their line, wherever it is. I think defense is something that's going to be very clinical. Again, expecting more of the halves. Shaun Johnson, I think, is going to have a really big game just regarding leading the overall pack. I think so. We've got to look out. Now, I did mention the Titans. I'm assuming they're going to have Fasua Maliawi, Fifita. They're going to have Sexton, Brimson, Campbell, Herbert. I have a feeling they're going to bring out their big guns. Obviously, you want to bring out your big guns, I think, anyway, before the season gets started. Bear in mind, the Warriors play them not too long after round 1-2, by the way. So, again, it's going to be a game where they're going to bring their big guns. The players to look out for, I think I mentioned them, Fifita, and even Sosefo Fifita if he plays, Fasua Maliawi, Fotueka, Jared Wallace, Herbert, Kelly. There's a plethora of them. I can name these names. But basically, again, how to react to the Titans' attack. Offensively, I think they're going to be very good this year. So how do the Warriors, as mentioned before, the expectation, the defense, how can they sort of counteract that? So we're going to be looking forward to that for sure. Prediction. Look, the prediction for me, I think it's simple. I think the Warriors win this one here. It might be I think this game's going to be a very a close game, I think, closer than the Storm game. But I reckon the Warriors take this 20 points to 12. That's right. I think 20 points to 12. I think the Warriors will probably be very happy with this one here. But that's my prediction for this preseason trial. Again, wins and losses don't matter. It's what the boys do in the field. Obviously, you want to win, but at the same time, you just want to see if they have some effort, if their training has amounted to something. So, as we say before, round one, this is the last little song and dance before the Warriors really hone in and really select the squad that's actually worthy of trying to contend. Again, I'll leave that for you guys to think about. But obviously, in saying that, the squads, the outs are Cook, Walsh, Bessie, Lodge, Smith, obviously Tory Harris, Arthurs. Then you have also Leotawa as well as Pride, Peterson, Robati. So those are the outs there for the Warriors. But in saying that, guys, what are your thoughts there again? Shaun Johnson, the main focal point. Defense, I think, is another one. Shina Harris Tavita, the halves battle, Ashteda Ratuva, Otogolo as well, where Egan, how's that dynamic going to work? Ben Murdoch, Masila, is he really fit? How's that murder going to go? A lot of questions, all will be revealed this weekend as the Warriors take on the Titans. But in saying that, that is me for now. Take it easy. What are you guys' thoughts? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff there. But for now, take it easy and just remember,